Hey everyone, it's Lisa Childs here from triedtestedandtrue.com, where I share with you Instant Pot inspirations and ways to feel confident using your Instant Pot. Today I'm sharing with you how to make the two most popular kinds of rice. We're doing jasmine rice and basmati rice. One of my last videos on how to make long grain white rice has been doing really well, and so I wanted to share with you other types of rice that you can make in your Instant Pot. So I polled my readers and I asked them what other types of rice you use, and the most common by far were jasmine rice and basmati rice. So what do you use? And you let me know in the comments, and maybe if I haven't already done a video for it, I'll do that one next. Rice is such a staple food in so many people's diets in almost every culture, and so I wanted to share with you one of the easiest and simplest Instant Pot recipes I think every single person needs to know. So let's start out with jasmine rice. So I'm going to take 1 cup of jasmine rice and rinse it under cool running water. I like using this rice rinsing basket because it has kind of these specialized grooves in the basket to help you clean your rice in the best way. The water doesn't drain out immediately out of the bottom. There are a couple holes in there, but there's still water in the basket when you're rinsing it. So that is like the perfect environment so the water can kind of rinse without just draining completely out. There's also these little grooves on the side of the basket, and there's this little part right here. So when you're draining the water out of the rice, it just comes right here and it catches every little grain. You're not wasting anything. So I love this basket. I'll link to this below as well. It's really inexpensive and you have to have it if you make rice a lot like we do. Next, add your 1 cup of rice into the Instant Pot with 1 1/4 cup of water. You can do up to 1 1/2 cups of water if you like your rice really kind of soft and sticky, but I think 1 to 1 1/4 is like that perfect spot to make perfect jasmine rice in your Instant Pot. If you like, you can add a little dash of salt. I don't add any oil to my rice because that prevents the grains from absorbing as much water, and so I don't like to do that. Next, we're going to put the lid on our Instant Pot and turn the knob from venting to the sealing position. Next, click the manual or pressure cook button and adjust the time to 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes if you like just a tiny bite in your rice, and 3 minutes if you like it a little bit softer. Now, the 2 or 3 minute cook time is really short, but the secret to the rice is to let it steam for that 10-minute natural pressure release. And you can leave it in even a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but 10 minutes is the minimum that you'll need for this Instant Pot jasmine rice. If you haven't already, take a second and please subscribe to my channel. You can press the subscribe button down below, and that will help you get notified every time I upload. We do Instant Pot recipes, inspirations, Instant Pot 101s, air fryer recipes, air fryer tips, and all sorts of general kitchen and cooking tips and ideas. After the rice is finished cooking, just take off that lid and then use a wet rice paddle or a spatula or a spoon and fluff up your rice so that it gets all incorporated and kind of adds a little bit of air and texture to the rice. So there you have it. That's how you make perfect jasmine rice in your Instant Pot. This is perfect to use for any side dish. And you can also use it to make my famous rice pudding recipe, which the video will be coming for that next week. So what is the difference between jasmine and basmati rice? Well, as you can see just in this video, the jasmine rice here on the left is a lot lighter in color than the basmati rice, and it has kind of a shorter grain than the basmati rice. Basmati is a little bit longer in the grain, and the flavor is a lot different too. Jasmine rice is also stickier than basmati rice. Basmati rice, which I have here, is kind of a little bit skinnier, it's drier, and the grains of rice don't stick together as much. Both rices are good to use for any side dish, but especially like curries, any kind of vegetable or sauce, any protein that has a sauce that is really good eaten with rice. So both of these are staples in our home. Okay, let's move on to basmati rice. So basmati rice is pretty much the exact same way we make the jasmine rice, except this time I didn't rinse my rice. This was kind of an oversight on my part, I just accidentally did it, but check the packaging on your rice to see, because some rice varieties advise you to rinse before cooking and some of them don't. It also affects the texture a little bit, so you do whatever you feel comfortable with. And why don't you tell me if you do rinse or not rinse your rice? I'm curious to know what you guys actually do. So add 1 cup of basmati rice to your Instant Pot along with 1 1/4 cup of water. along with just a dash of salt. Put the lid on your Instant Pot, lock it in place, and turn the knob from venting to sealing, and then cook for 2 to 3 minutes on high pressure with a natural pressure release for 10 minutes. A lot of people ask me if you can use the rice preset on your Instant Pot, which you totally can. That is a preset for 12 minutes at a low pressure. And so it's kind of that combined 2 high pressure, 10-minute natural pressure release that we do. But using the preset just kind of makes me a little nervous because you just never know. And so I like to just find my exact time that I know works for this exact kind of rice and not any other type of rice, and stick with it. After the rice is done, you can see the texture is significantly different from the Jasmine rice. It's a lot looser, it's not sticky, and this rice is really yummy for curry recipes. And I have a really yummy curry recipe. It's a pineapple chicken coconut curry that I did a live stream for last year during quarantine. You can check that out right here. But basically, that's it. It's super easy. And if you need any more tutorials on how to make Instant Pot long grain white rice or Instant Pot long grain brown rice, you can check out those videos in this playlist right here. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.